Hey guys, welcome to the beautiful city of San Miguel de Allende, more specifically the rooftop terrace of my hostel where I'm staying, called La Katrina Hostel and Breakfast. And this is actually where we're going to start today's video. As you could probably tell from the name, this place also has breakfast for people who aren't even staying at the hostel. If you're staying at the hostel, you can get your typical fare of cereal, toast, coffee, but the guests and just general public can also get a breakfast for 30 pesos, and let's take a look. So it's pretty good, nothing super fancy, but it does the job for 30 pesos. And by the way, all the places that I mentioned, I'll be putting the name, hopefully I remember to do that, right down here, so you can just enter that in Google Maps and find out where that is. So that was a good breakfast. So next we'll be talking about a potential lunch option. So I was walking downtown San Miguel yesterday. I was near the Juarez garden looking for somewhere to eat. I asked one of the locals for a good spot for lunch, and they recommended the Cafe Monet.
It's just what
Those chicken quesadillas were really delicious, and that plate you just saw there, including the bread and everything and the salad, was 60 pesos, or at least it was supposed to be, and the glass of grapefruit there was 25. So it should have been a total of 85, but it ended up being 75 somehow. So yeah, so pretty affordable for a cool place in a cool location. Yeah, later when I continued walking around the town, I actually saw some street vendors as well. So you could probably eat for even cheaper if you're in the mood for most likely tacos, I would imagine. Yeah. Speaking of more traditional Mexican food, I also got some really delicious gorditas near the Mercado de Artesanías, which is very near the hostel that I'm staying at. I think I went at the wrong time because there wasn't any street vendors, so I think that was what people were trying to recommend to me, but I ended up finding really small gordita restaurant. I'm not even sure if it had a name. I can't seem to find it on or see it on Google Maps. How you would get to it is if you're approaching the Mercado from Loreto Street, you'd enter the Mercado on the left. Walk all the way through it, and then on the street that's after the market, that's where it would be. Yeah, so let's take a look. So there was a bit of a miscommunication. The gordita that I showed was actually a combination of the 3 different types of gorditas that I wanted. She understood that I wanted those 3 things in one gordita. I ended up getting 3 more, which was too much food, honestly. I've had gorditas before, but they were smaller. These were a little bit bigger, and they were very filling. The gordita shells were very crunchy. Yeah, so for those 4 big gorditas, the Jamaica juice, and a bottle of water, the total came to, I think, just over 100 pesos. So I could have ate less, so it could have been even a better value there, but that was pretty delicious. So next up is Mamma Mia downtown. This is kind of a Italian restaurant and bar, kind of a more hip spot to go out for maybe evening drinks and something to eat. Definitely not the most affordable of the bunch, but let's see if it was worth it. that was a pretty good hamburger. It was very juicy. There was even some herbs inside of the burger. Kind of an interesting bun. Wasn't a huge fan of the French fries. Maybe not like crispy enough or something for me. But pretty decent. The grand total was 175 pesos, and that included the lemonade. Lemonade was pretty good actually. Not too sweet, very refreshing. So yeah, so 100 pesos more than everything, at least 100 pesos, well 100 pesos more than the lunch, which was 75. So if that would be worth it, that would be up for you. It's more about kind of the setting there. It's kind of a hip spot. Yeah, so that does it for eating in San Miguel. You might have noticed that it wasn't exactly the most Mexican cuisine, but there are a lot of tourists and Americans and Canadians here, so I found it kind of fitting. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I was in San Miguel as part of my bicycle tour from Canada to Argentina. If you want to find out more about where I went and what I did, you can check out my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. And if you want to continue to follow my adventures, you can subscribe to my channel. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.